So we basically know what the Sims 5 logo looks like. Well, we know what the brand new Sims logo looks like. And granted, the brand new Sims 5 logo is going to be the same. Do you know what I think they're going to do? They're probably going to lump a 5 on top of the plumb bob or something. It's not like the biggest deal in the world, like they just changed their logo, whatever. But normally when they change their logo, it means they're changing things up and doing something different. EA did this logo change with a company called Brandgenuity. Apparently they're working with the Sims in order to create apparel, accessories, collaborations, collectibles, games, and publishing. Honestly, collectibles sent me. If they start doing, you know, like amiibos with the Nintendo Switch, if they do that, honestly, I'm going to scream. Sims DLC is the worst. Okay, imagine this like amiibo system where you have to get collectibles in order to unlock things in the game. Nope, I'm not having it. By the way, if I sound like I'm hanging, it's because I am. This is my first video back after my 30-day midlife crisis trip around Europe. I don't feel amazing, but I'm doing the video anyway because I wanted to do it anyway. I guess EA wants more reach for the Sims, so they're doing this thing. Maybe they're going to start doing merch of like a cow plant toy, or they're going to release hoodies or something. If it's not annoying enough to have every single YouTuber try and upsell you their merch, now EA is trying to upsell you Sims merch. I don't know why they need to do it. Like, surely they're making enough money off the game. I guess it's about exposure though, rather than making money. I guess I noticed the E on the new logo is kind of like half hanging off, almost like it's on the last leg of its life, just like the Sims 4 is. No, they're probably doing it to show off that the Sims still has a mischievous side. As a lot of you guys know, like, I'm not really that woke and I can't stand this whole, oh, this is offensive, I'm offended culture, like just shut up and grow a pair of balls. And I do feel like I have said before, I do feel like the Sims 4 has been going down that route of trying to appease to people who get offended by everything all the time. And as a result, the Sims is getting a little bit dry for me personally. I miss the old Sims humor. So I do hope with this rebranding, they get a bit back to their roots and they get back to the old sense of humor I love, because I miss that. I feel like The Sims has undergone a massive identity crisis since The Sims 4, because every single Sims game, 1, 2, and 3, has expanded on it in some way, whereas The Sims 4 went back a bit and it lost a lot of the things that it evolved to have. And now The Sims is in a very weird state where the game has basically reversed and reverted so much in terms of its features and gameplay that they've just kind of built on it in a completely different way that they did before, and now it's starting to turn into a different game. And I think there's some players who want the old Sims back, other players who like the new Sims, and I think nobody knows what's going on, including EA. That's why they change their logo and rebrand and do different things every 5 minutes and then change their mind. The new logo does look very cartoony and poppy and Gen Z. Like, I feel like if an old man opened up Photoshop or Canva and they were like, oh, what are the cool hip kids like these days? Something colorful and cute. No, I'm just taking the piss. I'll be honest though, like the logo does look a little bit mobile appy. I mean, The Sims 4 was originally technically supposed to be a mobile app game. Are they going to make the same mistake? Absolutely. And it's all going to crash and burn. I did actually make a video once about whether or not snowflake culture was killing off The Sims 4. It was actually an interesting one. I'll pop a link in the bio. But you know, not just EA, this is going off on a bit of a tangent, right? But literally so many companies are trying so hard to appease to what they think Gen Z is, but what they end up doing is just basically appeasing snowflakes, get offended by everything, make everything too childish and too safe and friendly, and everyone finds it boring. You know, if there's 99 people and one of them is a snowflake, all of the big companies, they appease to that one snowflake and piss off the other 99 customers. Like, I don't know why they do it to themselves. I don't know why they pander to it. I am a little bit worried that the new Sims logo, because it looks a bit childish, like, are they going to pander to the people who get offended by every little single thing? And as a result, like, The Sims is going to be stale, because The Sims was never ever child friendly. It never was. Nope. But honestly, like, I am just being very speculative right now. For all we know, The Sims 5 or Project Renee, whatever they're calling it, could go back to its roots. I doubt it. But I can cross my fingers and I can hope. Do you know what, guys? Honestly, I just wanted to be able to create a new game that loads straight into the neighborhood. What I don't want to do is load into create a sim, then load into the world, then put the sim in a lot, then load into the lot, and then exit the lot to the main menu and load into the main neighborhood, and then delete that sim from the world, and then choose a household I want to play, and then load into that. Like, I'm sick of it. Honestly, I'm sick of it. I just want a new game to be associated with a world, not a sim. I also want burglars back, and I also want strippers coming out with cakes, and I want a complex social system which isn't DLC, and I want the game to be launched full and complete. I don't want any of these free updates every month. Nope, I don't want it. I don't want any free updates. I just want a game fully complete upon release. No updates, nothing. But honestly, in a way, like, obviously we're seeing Paralives coming up, which has had a few updates recently, and we're also seeing Life by You coming up. I really honestly hope that that doesn't cause EA to rush out the release of The Sims 5, because rushing to release a game never ever works. It always ends badly. And if they actually spend a lot of time on a game to polish it, that's what honestly makes it so great, and that's what makes it a best-selling game. A really great example of that, guys, is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Did you know in Tears of the Kingdom they actually postponed the release of the game by 1 year? They took one whole extra year just to give the game a little bit more polish, just to make it that little bit greater. And now look, somehow Tears of the Kingdom has managed to outdo Breath of the Wild in terms of how good it is, and it's coming on to be again one of the best-selling games of the Switch. Guys, I'm saying guys, what I mean is EA. If you're watching, take your time, mate. Take your time. Make everything work perfectly as is, and then the game will be good. By the way, because I've been eating restaurant food, like literally restaurant meals every single day for 30 days, my tummy has got so clogged up. It is horrific, and I've been in a combination of like diarrhea and constipation constantly, so I took a laxative as soon as I got home, thinking that it would help to deal with it, and now it's given me chronic diarrhea. I've had about 5 shits today. That is a bit of an overshare. So I'm having to rehydrate every 5 minutes as well. I feel like I haven't really spoken about my traveling other than just posted a few pics. I know some of you have commented on those pics like, Satch, we're only here to watch The Sims, why are you posting this? Other people, however, have been genuinely curious. So if you're curious about my travels, I traveled for about 30 days. I went to Berlin in Germany, then I went to Budapest in Hungary, and then I went to Dubrovnik in Croatia, and then I went to Vienna, but only for like half a day because I needed to get the airport somewhere else. I feel like Vienna doesn't count anyway. Then I went to Naples in Italy, then I went to Amalfi Coast. Guys, Amalfi Coast was amazing. I went to Positano. That is honestly one of the most beautiful places I've seen in my life. Then I went to Madrid in Italy. No, wait, Madrid's in Spain. Oopsie. I went to Madrid in Spain, and I went to Granada in Spain, and then I went to Malaga in Spain. So I went to a lot of places. I'm very exhausted. I'm still settling in back home, but as soon as I have my energy back, I actually have to then proceed to move to Manchester, which is going to be a ball ache, and I'm going to be really angry because it's going to be really stressful because I'm moving to the other half of the bloody country. And I have a backlog, not just a backlog of poo, but a backlog of videos. Before I traveled, I basically recorded 15 videos to upload every other day whilst I was traveling. But now I've got no videos recorded. This is all I've got left. I'm doing an EMBL. I got nothing left. So I'm a little bit exhausted. Oh, and I got to do TikToks. I haven't done TikToks in over a month, and I can't deal with any of it. I can't deal with it. Anyway, I'm happy to be back. I will pop a link to that snowflake video here on a card somewhere. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.